Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This is Findit, Marketing in the Digital Age. My name is Richard Brown. I'm the digital manager here at the Omaha World Herald. And today I want to talk to you about some things that are pretty crucial to the overall online web presence of your business. Findit being one of those solutions and services that I, along with a lot of the people here at the Omaha World Herald, have developed to help you do just that. Today, we're going to talk about the growth of mobile and the integration of social platforms, what that means and why it's important to you, reviews and accurate online information and how it helps with your overall search rankings, your online reputation, what that means and why it's important as well, social media and engaging your audience in a different way, which is something I love to talk to my clients about, and then we're going to showcase our Find It program and leverage it and how you can leverage the power of Omaha.com. When I talk about Find It, one of the things that I love to illustrate is the growth of mobile and how fast it's become such a popular thing in the last decade. Here's a picture of the Vatican in 2005. Virtually nobody has a mobile device. Here's a picture of the Vatican in 2013. Everybody has a device. Virtually everyone right now is carrying around a personal computer that is more powerful than the first computer that ever put the first man on the moon. Well, what does this mean to you? Well, right now, with the integration of social media platforms on mobile devices, consumers can share information almost within a click of a button. And here's why. There's over 1.1 billion users on Facebook right now, 50 plus million unique users on TripAdvisor, 33 plus million local reviews on Yelp, 58 million tweets are sent each day, and over 925,000 new Google Plus users each day. Because of the rapid growth of mobile device usage and other integrations of social media platforms, information can be shared to millions of consumers within a click of a button. And you say, well, wait a minute, Richard, I get that. Obviously mobile device usage is up. Consumers are becoming a lot more comfortable with the idea of sharing information, but why is that important? Well, here's why. Let's talk about social media mentions. And let's think about this. If you have the power to be notified every time your business or your business local manager or your business owner was mentioned in social media, well, what would that mean for you? Well, for one, it'd give you a chance to listen for revenue opportunities, give you an opportunity to find out what you're doing wrong or right, indicates the health of your brand, either positive or negative, and increases brand awareness. Not to mention, your competitors can see what you're doing or vice versa. Let's talk about reviews, the dreaded reviews. Kind of a love-hate relationship in some cases. But let's talk about if you have the power to see reviews every time they were posted and what they mean. Well, here's why you should care. Reviews are starting to make their way into Google search results. You may have seen them on different things if you searched for recently in the past month or a couple weeks even. Reviews also can be extremely keyword rich. Now, I'm a digital manager, so I know that it's a lot more important for me as a consumer to leave a review for my client that says, had the best breakfast in Omaha, Nebraska at Le Peep versus had a great flapjack at Le Peep. Reviews also play a big part in how Google search ranking in Google search ranking factors. Google wants to know how many reviews you have, the average rating, and the sources. Where are they coming from? Yelp, Manta, etc., etc. It's kind of like building credit. Reviews now play a large part as well in how consumers choose a business to work with. Could be a competitor as well in your reviews. Have you ever thought about that? Could you afford not to know what's being said about you online? Let's take it back about 8 years ago, because you didn't have this problem about 8 years ago. Before, if you had an angry customer or a disgruntled, upset client, they would simply call in, talk to your local business manager. It was a one-on-one transaction. Your local business manager would then, in some way, take care of the customer, and that was that. Well, about 5 years ago, that angry customer had to at least wait until they got home, got on their desktop or their laptop. They would then send an email to your local business manager and then complain. Well, it's still a one-on-one transaction. Your local business manager takes care of it. It's all good. Now you have a great client and everything's okay again. But nowadays you have this guy. He's sitting in your coffee shop. He's sitting in your waiting room. And if he's having a positive or negative experience, he's posting it online, sharing it, talking about his experience with your business right there while he's there. Truth is, consumers now have the ability to post reviews virtually anywhere and share information about your business and their own experiences in an instant, even while they're still in your establishment. Here's the truth. Consumers simply control conversations these days. There's no way of getting around it. And the sooner that you come to peace with it, the sooner you can become more proactive. You see, it doesn't mean that you can't in some ways at least influence that conversation. Some of you may have seen this before. It's called a web directory or local search ecosystem. All this simply does is illustrate the immense amount of online directories that are out there in the world. Any of these websites and social media sites could have your business information listed on it. Everywhere your information is listed online is a potential opportunity for a new customer to view it. Bad reviews, wrong phone numbers, outdated information, it's a bad first impression, and it could yield in a loss of revenue or a potential new client. Not to mention, it's also bad for your overall search rankings. So, let me ask you, do you know where your business listings are? Do you know what's on them? Are there any reviews that are bad or positive or good? And I know what you're saying right now. Wait a minute, Richard. I get reviews. I get that. But you just mentioned to me that the accuracy of my online business directories are important and they in some ways affect my overall SEO and search rankings. Well, that's true. Here's why. Google always wants to use local businesses in their results, especially the ones that have multiple business listings across different online directories. All Google does is seize the number of times and places that your business is listed on the web, cross-reference these listings, and then they identify these listings. This is why they all need to be the same. When Google sees that you have an inaccurate or when you do have an incorrect business listing on the web, Google doesn't know which one is accurate or not. So as opposed to using that listing as an important ranking factor, Google just simply tosses them out. It's real simple. Here's the other problem. Many online directories, especially the small ones, use listings from other major websites. So if one major website directory listing is incorrect, it has a potential to populate several other incorrect listings, increasing the chance that consumers looking for your business get the wrong information. Potential loss of sale. Google even states it in their guidelines on their support page for optimizing the listing of your business. And I quote, number 3, establish a strong and accurate presence on the web. Google improves search results by aggregating information about your business from all over the web. Make sure information about your business on third-party sites is accurate and try to contact the respective site directly to correct any inaccurate information. They also throw this in there, which I think is very important to know. Encourage customers to review your business by clicking write a review on the local listing. Well, why would they include that in there? That seems kind of weird, right? Google knows that if 8 years ago, the thing to be, as far as SEO companies were concerned, was at the top of Google organically, that's what they wanted to sell. Well, here's the truth. Consumers simply don't shop that way anymore. Now consumers know that being at the top of Google rankings, even though that's great and enhances my chances for potentially clicking on your website listing to go to your website, I also want to know that you're doing solid work for a lot of strangers out there. I need to see some testimonials, some reviews, some positive feedback from consumers all over the web. If I know that you're treating them great, chances are you're going to treat me great. If they say that you have great products and services, chances are you'll do great for me as well. Simple as that. You can't just have one without the other anymore, because if being at the top of Google was the meat about 6 years ago, now having positive online reviews, and a lot of them, is definitely potatoes. Search is not just about being at the top of Google anymore. It must now include popular opinion. Think of your last vacation. After you checked out rates and areas and things like that, the next thing that you probably did was look at the reviews for the hotel. Was the hotel smelly? Was the service staff rude? Things like that. Did they clean your room? Well, that's how consumers shop, and it's only going to get even more infiltrated as far as industry standards go, because people want to know that they're doing good business with good businesses. Google Android and Siri can even rank by reviews and accurate information nowadays as well. So, are you being proactive at asking these questions? Do you know what customers are saying about your business? Do you know where they're being said about your business? Is the information about your business accurate and consistent? Here's another part that I think that a lot of companies don't really pay attention to, which I think is very important. What makes you stand out to new customers versus your competitor? What's your story? How do you keep those new customers? How do you grow those relationships with those customers? That, ladies and gentlemen, in essence, is why we developed Findit, to help our clients do these things. Richard, okay, I get it. You threw a lot of information out at me. I know that I need to do something, but where do I start? How can I grow my business's visibility online? Well, first of all, you got to take control of your online reputation. What's online reputation? It's simple. It's what you say about yourself combined with the reciprocation of what consumers say about you. So what you say about yourself, what you're putting out there on your website, any article sites, any blog sites, any promotions that you're doing via social media, all that information that you're putting out there yourself, we call that your digital footprint. Now, the digital shadow, or what consumers are saying about you, is what they're bringing back from that information, what they're saying about your business, how your business is perceived by consumers, where they're posting reviews and where they're posting, sharing content. Everything that consumers are saying about your business and that perception. See, it's, in essence, your online brand value. You know who's great at this? McDonald's. A lot of people think that when branding a company, or McDonald's is great at branding and that yellow M is everywhere, and they think that the yellow M of McDonald's is their brand. Well, that's not totally true. You see, the yellow M is a logo. The brand value of McDonald's is in consistency. You can have the same cheeseburger in Omaha as you do in Tokyo. See, you rely on McDonald's to be sturdy, consistent in the same way every time you visit it. It's the reason that you know you had a bad batch of fries. So, in essence, is your business consistent? Is your service consistent? Can people rely on you to be the same way to my aunt, uncle, cousin, grandmother? I want to refer you, and I want to know that you're doing great business, but I need to rely on you, and I need to make sure that you're consistent in your business practices. How you're perceived. And when you have great people saying that you do great things, because you're saying that you do great things, that's when you have a positive online reputation. Really good stuff. Not to mention, online reputation and your online web presence kind of goes hand in hand. In order to win, you have to maximize your online reputation and your visibility. Here's why. Let's say you've been around for 10, 12, 15 years. You're a local establishment, people love your business, they love your restaurant, they love your food, etc., etc. The problem is that you're not really anywhere online. No website, no social media pages, no online directory listings, so I can't really tout how great you are anywhere online. It's kind of a shame, because I would like to. Contrary to that, let's say that you're everywhere online. You're posted at the top of, you're ranked at the top of Google. You have everything out there about yourself, about your business, but you don't have any reviews, no testimonials, nobody else telling me that you're a great business to do business with. Well, that kind of feels a little scammy in some cases. So you have to be doing both in order to maximize your efforts and win at building and increasing your online reputation and your overall online web presence. I'd like to introduce you to some folks. This is Jay and Tom. They both have landscape design companies. They're not really investing in their websites, but they try. They both have Facebook pages, and they both have some happy customers. Jay's a little more savvy when it comes to social media. His main point of interest is his Facebook page, which he has about 350 likes, and he thinks that he's done all he has to do as far as his overall online web presence. That's the only thing that he really does. Well, Tom has seen Jay's company's Facebook page, Green Onion. He thinks that it looks great. Tom gets a hold of us and he says, how do I go about increasing my online visibility and my online web presence? Well, we talk to Tom and we ask him, how visible is Colombo Design to potential customers? Then we kind of check it out. Right now, Colombo has an old Facebook page. He has absolutely no reviews anywhere that we can find. He has an old website listed, and he's on page 4 of Google. He knows that he needs to do something, but he doesn't know exactly what. I'd like to introduce someone else. This is Jamie. She's currently in the market for a landscape company, and she began her search with her phone while waiting on her son's soccer practice to end. Green Onion, Jay's company, was recommended to Jamie by a friend, except she can't quite remember the names. Green Tomato, Green Acres, can't figure it out. So she has to resort to Googling landscaping in Google. But none of these listings rang a bell. Jay isn't listed anywhere only because he only has his Facebook page. He's not doing anything else. Jay just potentially lost that client to one of his competitors. It's kind of sad. Before I move on, I do want to mention and kind of hit back on one topic that I think is very important, because Jay, our story character, is doing something very well that I believe that everybody should always be doing well. He's engaging with his customers on social media, which everybody should be doing. You should also be posting regularly, always trying to grow your likes, having consumers share your content, and having content that people want to share, and building an audience. See, social media pages, especially the people who like you and follow you, they're great resources for getting new customers. But here's the problem. So many people get focused on the idea of building likes. And here is the conundrum. Whether you want to believe it or not, Google's Matt Cutts has confirmed that Google looks at social media pages just like they would any other web page. And the truth is, and Matt Cutts has confirmed this, there is no correlation or causation to the amount of likes that you have relative to the way that you rank in Google. It's just not true. Now, what is true is that the amount of likes that you do have increases the chances for you to convert Facebook traffic to your website. So when you're posting videos and photos, are you simply just doing that, or you're encouraging people to go back to your website? And let's think about this. Last time you posted a photo, you uploaded to Facebook, you uploaded to your Twitter account, and that was it. A lot of people got to see it. Maybe a few people liked it. Some people commented on it. That was great. But what about adding in a link that says, hey, if you want to check out some more photos about my property listing or about my services and product, click here. See, I'm going to use that phrase a lot because I think it's very important that with every media outlet that you're using, especially social media, you always want to try and figure out a way to engage consumers in your content, but then also try and drive that traffic back to your website. Now, that is something that Google does look at because you then can position yourself to be a site that's highly visited and a high-value website. Truth is, social media mentions, comments, shares, and likes, you want people always talking about you on social media. You still always want to be growing likes and growing your audience because those are the people who are engaged with your business. They want to know what you have going on, any updates, any status updates, any likes, anything you're doing, because they want to be engaged with you. And every time that you put a post out there, you should always try and give people some more information and direct them to your site. Let's get back to Tom, because he's been making some improvements. He's been correcting inaccurate listing information that's out there that he can find in his spare time. He's been making some improvements on his website to help with his Google ranking, but he's still not listed on the first page. So what does Tom need to do in order to be successful? Well, it's simple. He needs to take control of his own online reputation. He needs to get some positive online reviews. He needs to make sure that his business listings are accurate on directories. And he has to keep up with his digital footprint and shadow, what he's saying about himself and what people are saying about his business. Not to mention, he needs to connect with a high-value website, and I'll get into that in just a second. But before I do that, I want to ask you, how does your online presence compare to your competition? Are you in front of customers online? Are you where your competitor is online? Because anywhere that they are, you want to be. So, let's talk about Findit. So what is Findit? In a nutshell, it's a program designed by the Omaha World Herald that helps local businesses enhance their online web presence using basic SEO tactics while providing promotional value to build brand awareness and generate a constant stream of new customers. So, this is what we have. It's an online reputation monitoring and management software that helps you with identifying inaccurate listings, business directory listings, so that you can go in and make sure that they're up to date and accurate with the right information. an aggregated place for reviews so that you don't have to scour the web and look all over the place for where your reviews are. If you have any out there, it puts it in one place for you. Social media mentions. If your business is mentioned, if your business manager is mentioned anywhere in social media, it'll provide you that information in one simple, user-friendly software. Competitive web analytics kind of tells you how you rank or how you stack up against your competitors for certain keywords or keyword phrases. It's also a promotional package that we've designed at the Omaha World Herald that is of extreme value, and it's associated with a high-value website, omaha.com. Now, what's a high-value website? Well, it's us. We're a well-known, trusted news site who has about 23 million page views a month as of right now. We really encourage our clients to harness the power of omaha.com and try and convert our traffic into your traffic, essentially. We're a good, high-quality content site. We have an entire news department dedicated to putting out great content all the time, sharing and putting out articles and different photos. We're updated constantly. And not to mention, like I said before, we have a lot of traffic, organic traffic, people who want to check out our information, who want to know the news about local area happenings and events and what's going on. Okay, that makes sense, but how does that help me as a business? Or for one, when you're connected with us, it increases your visibility. Like I said, you want to turn our traffic into your traffic. It's a great source for reviews because we already have a ton of traffic coming to our website. It's a great place to make sure that you have an accurate listing. Support at social media mentions is embedded with it, and it improves your competitive presence. Well, how does it do this? Well, think of it like this. When you're a directory listing listed on omaha.com, you're viewed as Google as being just another page on omaha.com, which already gets 23 million page views a month. See, it's power in being connected with the omaha.com. Let's talk about omaha.com for a second. Like I said, we get about 23 million page views and 1.3 million unique visitors. Updated content, new posts and news, new photos, and we have constant engagements from consumers all the time. This is our Findit directory listing embedded within omaha.com. We have thousands of different businesses listed within it. We feature a widget that's listed all over omaha.com, and it's set up great for Google indexing. When you're a featured business listing on omaha.com and our Findit directory, you get enhanced search signals, keywords, and categories. You can get a map of your location. You can put videos, photos, have a descriptive keyword-rich About Us page. Any print ads that you may have in the Omaha World Herald, you can put them up here as well. You can embed your social media page in it as well. We also help you with registering your business with Google Places, and you get that enhanced SEO because you're connected with omaha.com. Let's talk about a reputation reporting and monitoring software tool, which is great for businesses. At a glance, when you log into our software, it gives you an overview of how your business is doing as far as overall online web presence. It gives you a visibility score, shows you if you have any inaccurate listings or not listed at all, a bit of a synopsis of your reviews, how they are across the web, if they're positive, if they're negative, any mentions that you may have in social media, and how you rank against your competition for certain keywords and keyword phrases. Your visibility feature lets you know, relative to the information that you put into the software, where you're showing up inaccurately on different business directories, if you're showing up at all, if there's any information missing, not consistent. If you have any reviews that are out there that are positive or negative, the average rating of the reviews, any notions, can even take you directly to the website that the review is posted on. If you have any social mentions about your business name, any keywords that you want to target, your business manager, etc., etc., it even tracks your activity on social media, what you've been posting lately, anything you've been doing, any person that's been engaging with your social media pages. You can even post simultaneously on your Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn account, all from this one platform. As I said before, you also get to see how you rank and how you stack up against your competitors in your local market for certain keywords and keyword phrases. You can change these at any time, or you can update them all you want to, 3 at a time. You can also get regular reports sent to you and sent to your business managers if you have multiple locations. So why Findit? And why the Omaha World Herald? Why even kind of get into this type of business? Well, it's simple, really. The Omaha World Herald and the Omaha.com, we already have an engaged audience that wants to see our information. And here's the difference. We're a news company. Omaha.com, like I told you, gets 23 million page views a month, 1.3 million unique visitors. There's power in that. People already want to visit our site for information. Here's the difference. If you compare us versus your typical online directory or such as a YP, you already kind of know what you're looking for, searching for when you go to Yellow Pages. At the Omaha World Herald, we understand the value of building a brand and telling your company's story. See, what makes you stand out and what makes you different from your competitors is very important to us. It's very important to consumers as well. Again, that's how they shop. They want to know that you're doing great services and great business for other people. We have that traffic and we understand that value. SEO companies, they just can't bring in that consistent stream of new clients. That gives you an opportunity for new testimonials and review opportunities. They'll tell you all day that, well, it's all based on leads from Google or YP or whatever it is. They're high intent, high engaged folks who want to do business with you. Well, it's just not true. See, the intent has to come from somewhere, and nobody's better at putting out that intent than your local news company, especially the Omaha World Herald and Omaha.com. There will always be an immediate need for you to stay in front of an audience consistently. See, we create that full cyclical type of promotion that's always going to be essential to the growth of your business. Not only building you or helping you increase that online web presence, but having a stream of consistent clients coming to your door to even get reviews in the first place is one thing that we're very, very good at. So what is that promotional advertising that drives traffic to your business? Well, for one, we send out a monthly group email blast to over 100,000 opted-in Omaha World Herald subscribers. You can also get digital display banner ads on Omaha.com as well. There's a monthly group half-page print promotion that goes in the Omaha World Herald every third Friday of the month. We help you claim your Google Plus business listing registration, and we upload your 2x2 print ad online on our ad section of Omaha.com. See, all of these things work together to make sure that customers can find you. It's that full cyclical type of promotional idea that helps you increase your overall web presence while at the same time bringing in customers and keeping your business at the top of mind for local consumers. So, let's get back to Tom. By partnering with Findit and improving the visibility and online reputation of Colombo Landscape, Tom is growing his business. He's getting reviews emailed to him through our reputation reporting software when reviews are posted so that he can be even more responsive immediately. He's using the visibility feature on our softwares for his online business directory listings so that he can make sure that all of his online directories are accurate, consistent. He's keeping up with what's being said with them on social media sites and review sites. He's also posting frequently and engaging with customers on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, all from our reputation monitoring software. He's asking customers for positive online reviews. I always tell my clients to get about 2 positive reviews a month. If you go out and get 30 reviews this month and don't get any reviews for the next 6 months, well, Google will blacklist you. They don't like that. You see, it's called black SEO, and it's bad practice. You should always try and get natural, organic reviews, ask for them from customers who've had a great experience with you, and just shoot for about 2 a month. So let's get back to Jamie, because she's still searching for a landscape designer. Now, she doesn't find Jay, but she does find Colombo Design on Google and notices that he has 6 positive Google reviews. She checks out Colombo Design's website and Facebook page and loves the pictures posted recently and the great customer feedback and engagement. Tom is going to see Jamie next week for a consultation. Some steps to increasing your online web presence. Well, first off, you got to claim your business listings and fix your online information so that it's accurate and up to date on different various online directories. You have to associate with a high-value website such as Omaha.com, and you have to develop your 5-star online reputation by getting updates sent to you every time your business is mentioned online, whenever posts or reviews are made about your business, etc., etc. You have to promote it, monitor it, and manage it, all helping to enhance your online web presence with Findit. With Findit, you also have promotional packages that we at the Omaha World Herald can help you with. This is our Brand Builder Basic Package. It's $120 a month. You can get a featured directory listing on Omaha.com, organic SEO because you're connected with Omaha.com, access to reputation reporting and management software, social media integration on your directory listing, and not to mention we helped you with your Google registration. You can also put a video on your directory listing if you wanted to. For those of you who really want to ramp up the promotional aspect while you're enhancing your online web presence, we have our Brand Builder Plus package for $650 a month. With this, you get everything included in the Brand Builder Basic package, but you also get an additional 50,000 run-a-site digital display banner ad impressions. You get a 2x2 full-color print ad in our half-page monthly print promo. You get to be included in our monthly group email blast that goes out to over 100,000 people. You get uploaded to our ad section of Omaha.com. And not to mention, you get video as well. And for people who really want to ramp up the promotional efforts, we have our Brand Builder Ultimate package, which includes everything the Brand Builder Plus package has, but you get 150,000 run-a-site digital display banner ads, ad impressions. Great stuff. Well, that's for me, everybody. Thanks for listening and watching the video. I appreciate the time. Please contact us here at the Omaha World Herald for anybody who wants more information on how they can increase their online web presence with Findit. Have a great day.